Well, they are really physical, and I'm thrilled that we met and maybe exceeded the physicality that was going to be needed. We did a really good job of defending the arc, the three-point line, which is where they had so much success in their two great wins last week. It was a matter of our big guys helping our guards getting over the top. And we got into enough of an offensive rhythm to get a little bit of separation. Certainly great contributions. Cam coming, it was a matter of time before that guy gets going. And I love what Zach gave us, the energy Zach gave us off the bench. Again, as we're reinventing here, we're finding some new stuff. And, it was Cam, a little bit of Cam tonight. Who knows who it could be giving us energy Saturday.
What allowed Cameron to bounce back? I know he's a shooter and
yeah.
No conscience, but it had to have been weighing on the weight.
Yeah. I think he really, he apologized to me after the Georgetown game saying, Coach, I got to make those for us. And, the one thing, in our program, guys that can shoot it, I don't want them ever sheepish about it or looking over their shoulder. We just told them just keep taking them if they're good shots. I thought Jaron did a fabulous job of breaking down the defense tonight and finding him for some real key ones. And what more can you say about Cooley? I have never seen a guy so relentless. He is going after balls. I don't know how he has the energy to do it, but he continually does it. How he set the tone for us physically in the middle was it's just fabulous. It's amazing.
I don't know if they were all skip passes, but it certainly seemed like Gary Grant would just find Cam no matter where, opposite side of the court.
Yeah.
Is it something how they double?
Yeah, they really help. They really help. We thought we could skip it and whip it across there when they help on our bigs rolling. We did a good job in one of our sets, our bigs just slipping and cutting to the basket out of that double high ball screen set. Jaron and Zach got a couple of those. And then they bit one time, and we kicked it for shooters. So, our ability to pass helps us when people get out of position because we can find that guy. We had some great looks in the first half. We really did. We just couldn't knock them down. Cam got us going a little bit at the end of the first half, and then it gets a little contagious if you have one guy shooting it well.
Why are you confident in this reinvention?
You know what? Because I like we're more physical. We fouled tonight. We knocked guys down. I don't care. We got enough guys. You foul out, I got another guy to throw in there. And the physicality we play with on offense and defense is really helping us. And I guess again, when we have two big guys in there all the time, it helps your physicality. We pressured the ball a little bit more tonight instead of our three-point line defense. We got out and contested some. We trapped some ball screens, which is an aggressive thing. Everything is kind of attacking, and that's I think our guys are really feeling good about that. And if we make a mistake and it's something attacking and playing really hard, we'll live with it.
Mike, I think you went almost 13 minutes without a two-point basket from end of the first half. How do you do that in still win a game?
Yeah. Did we make a bunch of threes in that segment? Yeah. Well, you better be playing defense if that happens. And that's a maturity thing. Can a team go back and guard when they haven't scored or their offense isn't going well? I don't think any team is that good that they can do it all the time. It affects guys, and they'll hang their head a little bit. For the most part tonight, we got back and guarded. And we know we're in a dogfight in this league now. So it's you don't have any room for hanging your head. And but I'm proud of our group because as we've reinvented here a little bit more physically and bigger, we've really embraced it. And you got to have good students. Our guys are sharp. They were able to digest what we want them to do. They really digested the scouting report of taking away that arc and their shooters.
Is that combination night, that rotation tonight, something you sense would be the way to go in front of? You said you don't know.
Yeah.
But
well, I just think, yeah, I love us big. Now, they're going to press us and try and make. We got to play big. We're playing two big guys, and only a couple times tonight did we have one big in. Maybe when we were getting the ball in against the press. We're playing two big guys, and those two big guys got to screen and pound away and get on the board. And I think the tone that two of them set. Jack has a sidekick now, pounding away. It makes the rest of our team more physical.
Like you said Monday, the spacing was going to be something to look at. And
I think we've done a good job of that. Now the one thing Tom Knight gives you is he can step out a little bit, so they can't really play completely off him. He helps our spacing because he steps out, he makes a 15, he makes an 18-footer. But we get some drives. We're driving it hard. We've got two guys going to the offensive board. Those big guys, their rule is go to the board every time. Jack's got another guy going to the board with him, and that's who we are. It's you go into the season thinking you're going to be something, and stuff happens, and you got to kind of shift gears. And I kind of like where we're at right now. I don't know who we'll be in 2 weeks, but we'll do what we got to do to win a league game.
You know what you're going to get with Jaron on low clock situations, but what does it do for this team where B-Shine hits a big shot low clock,
Yeah.
Tom Knight hits a big shot
Yeah,
big time?
those guys, again, Cam should be able to do that more often than not for us. And Tom Knight is playing with the utmost confidence. He's earned it. And we want him shooting mid-range stuff if they're good shots. I mean, that's one thing he's done and proven he can do. You haven't seen it as much. We've seen it in practice over the years. But that you have another shot maker at the end of a clock really helps.
You talked about Cam apologizing after Georgetown. Is there a worry about where his head's at? Is he the kind of guy that his head's going to be okay even if they're on the ball?
He is such a gamer. He just loves to play ball. Like he loves to compete. It was almost like, I'm not going to let you down. I'll be back. And he didn't get a whole lot of minutes in Tampa, but he made a big three and he had a dunk on the baseline. This was coming. And I told him, I said, hey, don't worry about it. You just keep shooting good shots. As long as you take good shots, we're going to be all right, and I need you to rebound for us some. He played a lot of minutes tonight, and he wasn't a defensive liability against pretty good older guards. That's encouraging for me. At times this year, earlier in the year, it's like, can we play him? Does he have a matchup? Where do we hide him? Yeah, we didn't have to hide him tonight, and that's something I want to reinforce with him. As much as his shot making, he wasn't a liability on the defensive end, so you can stay in there and get into your rhythm if you keep guarding for us.
Where is Zach August in terms of just overall knowledge of what you're doing out there? I would imagine.
Yeah, I think he's caught up and understands our stuff. The one thing he does, he flies around, he fouls. I love it. He's expendable. He can knock the crap out of people, but I tell you what, he made 2 big plays down there. He's running all over the place. He's physical, and he's another, Tom's we had another energy guy. Really, Cam and him gave us energy. And, I talked about how sometimes your rotation can get stale. I think it's fair to say we were a little stale with our rotation. Again, we were playing with Scott and trying to figure out how to play him in the knee. But that those guys give us life and juice. It's energized the guys that are playing heavy minutes, having those guys come in, having a new guy to kind of help.
You mentioned getting some juice, and Tom Knight in practices, he had a blocked dunk like that in the last 4 years.
No, but he gets up there now. I mean, he had the one at South Florida. He is a quick jumper, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him get 1 or 2 of them every game because he can bounce up there. And I think he surprises people when he gets up so fast. But he's had plays above the rim like that.
So was the button-down look
Change of karma, baby. Just got to change the karma. When you look, my routine coming in here today, I got my iced tea from a different place. Just trying to change it up a little bit, and we're going to see if we can ride this for a while.
Mike, how important is it for this group to win a really close game in this fashion? To come from behind,
Yeah.
to never get a big lead, to just grind for 40
Yeah, I mean, our mental toughness was as good as our physical toughness because, they had us down a couple possessions sometimes. And, God, we had some plays around the bucket, that you maybe get up 8-9 and you're going to win by 10 and we miss and they come down and hit a 3. So, I think it's something to build on. For us, here's what I told them. I said, there's no great statements, like when we lost and we lost 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4. I didn't have any great statements then. We're just trying to kind of reinvent and figure it out. We got more physical, and, we've won 2. We got 5 league games, great. Let's see if we can practice well for 2 days and earn a 6th league win in the midst of this thing. But it's fun watching a new vibe that we have, and it's energizing to me and the assistants. Thank you, guys.